evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very special edition of the NewsHour at 9. Drama, action, suspense, climax. This is how the events in Maharashtra can be summed up on this Sunday. And we are not talking about Bollywood at all when we talk about this climax scene, because even Bollywood is no match for the politics when it comes to edge of the seat pot boilers that politics often offers in real life, making it even more incredible. Who would have thought that Ajit Pawar will dare repeat the 2019 oath-taking stunt that didn't last even 48 hours? Apart from the humiliation, that failed attempt and failed experiment actually tightened his uncle Sharad Pawar's grip further on the party and isolated Ajit Pawar. It was only a few days ago when we thought Ajit Pawar was licking his wounds after being sidelined in the party and in the pecking order of the party. But it has happened yet again, as it only can in politics. And when the scent of elections is up in the air, who knows what can really happen? Ajit Pawar has not only taken oath as the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, but he also could do in 79. Can he do it again? Is a question many will ask today. And not just Sharad Pawar, it also has stunned the entire opposition unity plank, because many people are now asking the question that Patna was just a few days ago. And Praful Patel, the working president of the NCP, was with Sharad Pawar and Supriya Sule in that meeting today. Praful Patel also switched over with Ajit Pawar onto this side. With 40 MLAs in tow is what is being said, 4 MPs and 6 MLCs. Let's listen in to what Ajit Pawar had to say.
सबका सपोर्ट है।
शरद पवार जी का सपोर्ट है।
अरे सबका सपोर्ट है, बताए सबका सपोर्ट है।
शरद पवार जी का सपोर्ट है।
अरे सबका सपोर्ट है, बताए।
Let's now listen in to a rather upset Sharad Pawar, who's called in for a show of strength in Pune tomorrow. Listen in to what he had to say when he addressed a press conference right after the swearing-in ceremony of Ajit Pawar. Listen in.
ये गोगी वीडियो नहीं, ये रावरी है। ये कोई ऐसी छोटी बात नहीं। मला देशाच्या कानाकोपऱ्यातून अनेकांचे फोन येतात, आमचा साथ तुम्हाला आहे अशा प्रकारची मतं मांडतात. आता तिथं येण्याच्या पूर्वी ममता बॅनर्जींचा फोन आला. काँग्रेसचे नेते, खडसे अध्यक्ष त्यांच्याकडनं माहिती मिळाली, आणि त्यामुळं जो काही प्रकार घडला त्याची मला चिंता नाही आहे. मला आनंद आहे की आज मंत्रिमंडळामध्ये राष्ट्रवादी काँग्रेस पक्षाच्या काही सहकाऱ्यांना त्यांनी शपथ दिली. याचा अर्थ त्यासंबंधीचे त्यांनी केलेले आरोप हे वास्तव नव्हते. त्या सगळ्या आरोपातून पक्षाला आणि ज्यांच्याबद्दल त्यांनी आरोप केले होते त्या सगळ्यांना मुक्त केलं. त्याबद्दल मी पहिल्यांदा प्रधानमंत्र्यांचा आभारी आहे.
The BJP, of course, has fancied its chances improving ahead of 2024, and Keshav Prasad Maurya, Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, clearly couldn't hide his excitement with this development.
अब मैं ये कह सकता हूं कि महाराष्ट्र दूसरा सबसे अधिक सांसद देने वाला राज्य है और वहां हम 48 की 48 लोकसभा सीटें जीत सकते हैं. और इस प्रकार से देश में 2014-2019 से बहुत बड़ी विजय लोकसभा के चुनाव में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को तीसरी बार देश का प्रधानमंत्री बनाने के लिए समर्थन दिखता एकदम स्पष्ट दिखाई दे रहा है. और मैं निश्चित तौर से आज जो फैसला श्री अजीत पवार जी ने सरकार का हिस्सा बने, उनका सबका स्वागत है, बधाई है.
Well, so the legitimate question we're asking on the news are tonight, is this really a masterstroke and does it really hand over advantage Modi ahead of 2024 Lok Sabha elections? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP. Also joining me tonight, Smita Prakash, editor ANI. KJ Josemon, senior leader of the NCP, joins the broadcast. Kishore Tiwari, a good old friend, leader of the Uddhav Thackeray faction of the Shiv Sena. Vivek Silas, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. But my first question goes to Tehseen Poonawalla, Congress supporter, political analyst, call him what you will, but Tehseen Poonawalla, you can only describe this in one word. क्या opposition unity की हवा निकल गई आज? After Uttar Pradesh, which has 80 seats in Lok Sabha, the next largest state was Maharashtra, 48 seats there, and today the Congress party, the NCP, whatever is left of it, the Shiv Sena, whatever is left of it, clearly standing with not even a fig leaf to hide their problems at the moment.
You described it aptly in one word. I'll describe it in 2 lines with a little song. Washing powder BJP, washing powder BJP, दूध सी सफेदी बीजेपी से आए, ईडी के सारे दाग भी धुल जाए, सभी करप्ट की पसंद भाजपा, वॉशिंग पाउडर बीजेपी, वॉशिंग पाउडर बीजेपी. जो कल तक कहते थे हम चक्की पिसाएंगे और पिसाएंगे, वो आज वोट सेरेमनी में भाग ले रहे हैं. मैं अभिनंदन देना चाहता हूं देश के वर्तमान प्रधानमंत्री जी का, क्योंकि उन्हीं के शब्द थे. Few days ago, the Honorable Prime Minister said that he is the cause of all corrupt people coming together. He's true to his words. The same Ajit Pawar and same Chhagan Bhujbal, who the BJP complained against in the Maharashtra Southern scam, so he went to jail, are today honorable members of the BJP. So this washing powder BJP is welcome to them. But I'll tell you one thing. The people of Maharashtra are relieved that all corrupt people are on one side, because now Congress is the single largest party in Maharashtra in opposition, and mark my words, Navika ji, out of the 48 seats, Congress is winning 25.
Yes, very good.
Okay. All right, Tehseen Poonawalla, very well. आप वॉशिंग पाउडर की बात कर रहे हैं तो पीपल कैन ऑल्सो से आपकी भी बड़ी फ्लेक्सिबल आइडियोलॉजी है. बाला साहब ठाकरे क्या क्या बोलते थे आपको, और वो किशोर तिवारी जी की पार्टी आकर आपके साथ गले मिल रही है. आप जिनको कम्युनल कहते थे वो आपके लिए सेक्युलर बन गए. सो यू नो द चार्जेस कैन फ्लाई थिक एंड फास्ट. बट शहजाद पूनावाला, how would you actually get rid of the tag that ED, CBI get you alliance partners and corruption is just a slogan, not really converted on the ground?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, जो राजनीति में वॉश अवे हो चुके हैं, आज उनको वॉशिंग पाउडर की याद आना लाजमी है. नाविका जी बताइए कि कौन से वॉशिंग मशीन में धनंजय मुंडे जो बीजेपी में थे उनको डालकर एनसीपी में लिया था. पहले बताइए कि छगन भुजबल जी तो पहले शिवसेना में थे, उनको कौन सी वॉशिंग मशीन में डाला था. और उद्धव सेना जिन्होंने चुनाव हमारे नाम और निशान के नीचे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के आकर्षक नेतृत्व और फडणवीस जी के शासन में लड़कर सीटें हासिल की, उनको कौन से वॉशिंग मशीन में डाला था. छोड़ देते हैं इसकी बात को. आज 2 प्रमाण महाराष्ट्र की महान भूमि छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की भूमि से निकलकर साफ आ रहा है. एक की प्रधानमंत्री मोदी का चमत्कारी और जो करिश्माई नेतृत्व है उसमें पूरा का पूरा एनसीपी आज स्वीकार करता है और उसको समर्थन दे रहा है. मैं तो आपको बताना चाहता हूं नाविका जी, लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन हमारे साथ, चीफ व्हिप ऑफ एनसीपी अनिल भाईदास हमारे साथ, वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट हमारे साथ, सबसे वरिष्ठ उनके फाउंडिंग मेंबर दिलीप वलसे पाटिल हमारे साथ, सारे विधायक हमारे साथ. तो एनसीपी हमारे साथ है. बगावती गुट तो इनका है. एक शिवसेना का तथाकथित बगावती ग्रुप जिसके प्रतिनिधि किशोर तिवारी है, और दूसरा बगावती गुट जिसका शायद कोई प्रतिनिधि है नहीं, मुझे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. पर एनसीपी, शिवसेना और महाराष्ट्र में बीजेपी की सरकार जिस प्रकार से आगे बढ़ी. और मैं एक लास्ट वाक्य कहना चाहता हूं, जो 1978 में हुआ, जहां पर 38 एमएलएस को लेकर शरद पवार जी ने वसंत दादा पाटिल को बगावत करते धोखा दिया था, ये तो बगावत करना उनके डीएनए में है. और 98 में बगावत की और एनसीपी बनी कांग्रेस को तोड़कर, तो बगावत करना उनके डीएनए में। तो आज हमारे यहाँ से कोई बगावत नहीं हुई है, आज एनसीपी हमारे साथ आई है। जहां तक सवाल है करप्शन को लेकर, भाई इतने ही करप्ट थे तो 2 बजे तक आपने तो एमवीए का नेता प्रतिपक्ष बनाकर रखा था, आपने तो एनसीपी का वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट प्रफुल्ल पटेल को बनाकर रखा था। और मैं आपको उदाहरण देना चाहता हूं, प्रताप सरनाइक वो आए हमारे साथ, उनके ऊपर जो केस था वो मुंबई की पुलिस ने बंद किया, हमारी ईडी ने खड़े होकर कोर्ट में कहा केस चलेगा। ये हमारी कमिटमेंट है। और मैं पूछना चाहता हूं दिलीप वलसे पाटिल के खिलाफ कौन सा केस है, और जयंत पाटिल के खिलाफ आज भी केस है, तो वो क्यों नहीं आया? अगर यही लॉजिक है कि ईडी से सब लोग मैनिपुलेट हो रहे हैं, तो जयंत पाटिल जिन पर आईएलएफएस का केस है, तो वो कैसे नहीं आए? इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं कि इस प्रकार के वॉश्ड आउट आर्ग्यूमेंट्स नहीं, आज तर्क संगत मानना पड़ेगा कि जब से राहुल गांधी का गुब्बारा आपने पीडीए अर्थात पूरी तरह से डिस्टर्ब्ड अलायंस में उड़ाने का प्रयास किया, तो एक एक करके ये पूरी तरह डिस्टर्ब्ड अलायंस बन चुका है। कहीं एनसीपी यहां पर आ रही है, कहीं हम पार्टी वहां से चिपक गई है। किस प्रकार से वहां के राहुल गांधी के नेतृत्व को अस्वीकार किया जा रहा है, इसका प्रमाण भी महान छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की भूमि से आज प्रचंड तरीके से प्रगटीकरण उसका हो रहा है।
किशोर तिवारी जी, आपने ट्रेलर दिखाया था, पूरी फिल्म अब अजीत पवार ने दिखा दी एनसीपी को, अब आप ही ट्रेल ब्लेजर हैं।
एक मिनट मैं आपको बताता हूं कि महाराष्ट्र में प्रजातंत्र को कैसा तोड़ा जा रहा, विपक्ष को कैसा खत्म किया जा रहा, ये क्लासिक एग्जाम्पल है। और नाविका जी, आप उसको जस्टिफाई करने के पीछे पड़िए तो बहुत गलत बात है। मैं अभी बता रहा हूं कि पार्टियां तोड़ी जा रही है। और देखिए, शहजाद इतना बोल रहे थे, शहजाद एनसीपी के साथ समझौता करेंगे क्या, ऐसा जब देवेंद्र फडणवीस को पूछा गया था तो मैं मर जाऊंगा फिर भी नहीं करूंगा बोला था। अब तुमको वो टचेबल नहीं थे, अब हम जब उनके साथ गए तो इन्होंने विचारधारा छोड़ दी बोला, और आज ये उनको पास में लेके बैठे। हसन मुशर्रफ जो मियाँलाल मुशर्रफ है, उनको ये अरेस्ट करने वाले थे और अब उनको मिनिस्टर बना दिए। और मिनिस्टर बनाने से क्या होता कि करप्ट लोगों को प्रोटेक्शन मिलता ना, और चार्जेस इन्होंने लगाए थे। इनका एक मुलुंड का नेता है जो सुबह उठ के चार्जेस लगाता था, अब वो चुप है, उन्होंने मौन लिया है, लेकिन इंक्वायरी तो चल रही है। अभी इनकी प्राइम मिनिस्टर रिलीफ फंड में जो पैसा आया था उसकी इंक्वायरी नहीं होगी, इनके पास जो म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन थे उसकी नहीं होगी, सिलेक्टिवली ये करेंगे। तो
किशोर तिवारी जी, आई ओनली वांट टू आस्क यू, आई एम नॉट हियर टू जस्टिफाई एनीबडी, वी एज जर्नलिस्ट कैन ओनली रिपोर्ट के जो चल रहा है। अब जब आप लोग बीजेपी का साथ छोड़कर चले गए थे कांग्रेस के साथ, तो कौन सी आइडियोलॉजी थी आपकी? अब आप जो सवाल उठा रहे हैं कि वो तो करप्ट है, जब तक आपके साथ था वो करप्ट नहीं था। नवाब मलिक को या अनिल परब को आप सब कहते थे पाक साफ हैं, आज अगर वो उस तरफ चले जाएंगे तो आप कहेंगे वो करप्शन है। स्मिता प्रकाश, you know, when it comes to ideologies, when it comes to taking positions on what can I say, morality, do you think morality is even an issue that is under discussion today? Because every side has compromised with it. But the political question at the moment is it advantage Narendra Modi, given the fact that Prafull Patel and Sharad Pawar were in that Patna meeting inside, and today they're out there, and NCP's symbol and party, Ajit Pawar and Prafull Patel say, is with them. How do you respond?
On the first point, which is on ethics and morality, I don't think I even want to go there, because really who's pristine white in that? Alliances with the good, bad and ugly is part of our country's political firmament, and Ghotala is in the DNA of scores of politicians. So any party which says that this is a compromise on ethics and morality, they sound as absurd as the other parties. So I won't go there. To come back to the present and now, I don't believe that all this is happening without Sharad Pawar being in the loop. I mean, I don't give that any credence. He realized that that the opposition unity was going on without him as the chairperson, even though he was the senior most among all leaders. You saw the pictures, Navika. Supriya Sule was somewhere in the background, sitting in the second row and, barely able to hear what was going on. It was Lalu Yadav and the others who were taking the lead, and Praful Patel was hanging around somewhere else. So the NCP was in the oblivion as far as the opposition is concerned. Clearly, it was RG and the Congress which was in the driver's seat. So Sharad Pawar, being that octogenarian who still has ambition, he refuses to call it quits. He sees clearly riding two boats. All this you're seeing about the NCP getting angry and all, that is the cadres. I don't believe that a Praful Patel or a Chhagan Bhujbal can actually leave and go over to the other side without Sharad Pawar knowing about it. Or that Sharad Pawar has lost control over the NCP rank and file. Both those couldn't have happened. It is clear that Mr. Fadnavis has been in talks with Sharad Pawar. It will probably come out in a couple of days with Ajit Pawar with Sharad Pawar, with Praful Patel. All of them have been talking to each other, which is typical of Maharashtra politics. There is no division of the sign ki katti hum nahi baat karenge. That's not how it works in Maharashtra. They all talk to each other. The only one, I think, who's the biggest person who lost the most, I think, is Uddhav Thackeray in this. He is nowhere in the picture. He's left with the tattered Congress party, even though I think Tehseen has this urge to become an ad man today. Sadly enough, the Congress is absolutely in tatters. And if they are going to be aligning and they are going to be the only advisor now for Uddhav Thackeray, one doesn't see where Uddhav's faction is going to go. However, there is a test to be done. In the next couple of weeks, they will have to ensure that a couple of things, that the Ajit Pawar faction doesn't get dismissed, that the Shinde faction doesn't get thrown out. So, and then there is the BMC election, and then there is the national election. So several tests for Fadnavis and his planning.
May I quickly reply to Smita ji? A quick reply?
Well, Mr. Josemon, Mr. Josemon, I'll come to you. I'll come to you, Tehseen. But Mr. Josemon, I want to ask you the most pertinent question. Is this Sharad Pawar's game? Is this Sharad Pawar actually sending his party and staying back just to figure out what the formula, the opposition unity can find out, and then closer to 2024, destroy that semblance of any unity that happens and walk? That's the conspiracy theory. How do you respond?
It's a conspiracy theory, and the conspiracy theory is remain as a conspiracy. It's just a kind of smearing campaign. And Mr. Sharad Pawar, when we floated NCP, Nationalist Congress Party, in 1999, so many political observers were predicting. Their prophecy was that Mr. Pawar will be going to join hands with BJP. Now 25 years has gone. We never ever had any kind of alliance with BJP, any election alliance with BJP. That is number one. Number two, he is still the face of the united opposition in India. Some traitors, some horse traders, some power hungry, some cowards, they must have run. People will run. But there are people, the fighters like Sharad Pawar, they will fight on. There will be opposition unity, and the people of the Maharashtra, the common man of the Maharashtra, will stand united with Mahavikas Aghadi. You may be remembering in 2019, so many big leaders, Vijay Singh Moide Patil, Ganesh Naik, so many big wigs have gone out of NCP, joined BJP. And what was the result? We have won their seats. New generation came up under the leadership of Sharad Pawar. Now some people have gone. They are afraid of going to jail. Some people cannot remain without power. So they are just nitty-gritty people. They are just wandering. They have gone. But the Maharashtra people and the Nationalist Congress Party will be united. And under the leadership of Sharad Pawar, we are going to come back. It is not correct to say come back. We are there. We will remain there. And Navika ji, you will be observing. There were 3 assembly by-elections happened just some time before. When Sri Shinde shown in, after Shinde shown in as a CM. What was the result? The Maharashtra people were voted to Mahavikas Aghadi. in a particular assembly segment which was in custody of BJP for last 27 years, has gone to Congress.
Navika.
And APMC elections, what was the result?
Mr. Josemon, you may say that Sharad Pawar has picked up and revived his party several times. Well, he left the Congress because Mrs. Sonia Gandhi was the chairperson. Foreign origin was the reason, and we were young reporters when that happened. But he went and allied with the same Sonia Gandhi later. So if we are talking about any principles, if we are talking about principles, then forget about principles. But Shehzad Poonawalla, my question to you is, my question to you, Shehzad Poonawalla, is, you know, Mr. Sharad Pawar of the 80s and Mr. Sharad Pawar today, you know, 40 years have passed on. Do you think it's the same Sharad Pawar, number one? And number two, when Mr. Sharad Pawar has said in an internal meeting, and this is something that was stated by Chhagan Bhujbal in the press conference today, that Sharad Pawar in his internal meeting said Modi will be the Prime Minister in 2024. What does this speak about Mr. Sharad Pawar and opposition's agenda and strategy?
You see, first of all, let us get our facts right, and I can understand that both Uddhav faction and Sharad Pawar faction of their parties don't really have people who have much connect with Maharashtra or Marathi, and therefore they are making these claims. In Nagaland, NCP is supporting the Nagaland government, which is led by BJP and the ally there. Secondly, one second, do not interrupt me. Apart from that, in 2014 also our government was supported by NCP. He does not know because he does not know Maharashtra or Marathi. So I can understand Mr. Josemon's problem or his entire lack of understanding of Maharashtra politics. He does not even know the language. Let me come to the larger point. Navika, first of all, I am being very clear that today it is not a Bagavat. The Bagavati gut is of Sharad Pawar. Today NCP has wholesale come to us. Shiv Sena is wholesale with us. The original Shiv Sena is with us with the symbol and ideology and leadership, and so is the entire NCP is with us. The Bagavati faction is of Sharad Pawar, and therefore Mr. Josemon must be asked that now it is for him to say what has Sharad Pawar said in the closed doors. It is not for us to analyze. But Navika, if Mr. Josemon can stop interrupting me and can speak in his turn, it will be better. Navika, if I can be stopped, if I can get my time. You know, it happens when you're on a remote location, Navika, it becomes a problem.
Mr. Josemon,
you must speak one at a time.
Allow Shehzad to complete his point, and then I will give you time to respond.
Navika, I just want to make one submission today, and the entire people sitting here must tell us. Tell us that whether there is any case on Dilip Valse Patil. Is there any case on Dalit leader Bansode? Mr. Chhagan Bhujbal was accused of many things. He got a clearance from court. Should we not accept that clearance from court? And if they were all indeed corrupt, then why were they with them? Today, those people who are singing songs and tunes of washing powder Nirma should tell us which powder they had snorted that they were keeping such corrupt people with them. So I think this kind of childish, immature-ish argument does not behave well to the audience of Times Now. We must therefore speak that what is the reason why people are leaving you. And there is only one reason. It is Rahul Gandhi. The moment you have started projecting Rahul Gandhi in Patna, there is a complete vote of no confidence from every corner of the country. And you wait and watch, more such no confidence will come up.
Navika, may I come in?
Well, let me get in Vivek Silas. Vivek Silas, I'm coming to you. Vivek Silas hasn't spoken. So Vivek Silas, my question to you is, you know, you can continue to say this is not ethical, this is not moral, but morality to khatam ho chuki hai na? Morality kahan par hai? When Uddhav Thackeray, who fought on the BJP and Narendra Modi's face, could go ahead and and make a alliance with NCP as well as the Congress and claim power in Maharashtra, where was ethics and morality there? And let me then ask you, what does that leave of the opposition unity? You've seen what's happened in Bihar, you've seen what happened in Maharashtra. The next stop, we are being told, is Uttar Pradesh, where there will be shenanigans that will happen, and all the smaller parties that had gone with Akhilesh Yadav will now come back to the BJP. What does that tell you about the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections of 24?
Well,
First of all, pranam to you, Navika ji. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, what I remember that between the Shiv Sena and the Bharatiya Janata Party, when the elections were being fought, Mr. Tiwari is sitting here, it was decided that 2.5 years for the Shiv Sena and 2.5 years for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Something happened there, I don't know what happened. That
this was never decided on the platform of the entire elections. We said that 5 years for Fadnavis ji, vote is under leadership of Modi. It was fought clearly under leadership of Narendra Modi and Devendra Fadnavis. Make no confusion. There was no 2.5.
That is a fact, Vivek Silas. That is a fact that has been... Vivek Silas, that is a fact because Mr. Amit Shah said this to me in an interview during the elections and post the elections. He has been on that point that Fadnavis was going to be the leader. Where that misunderstanding comes from behind the scenes, I don't know, but that was the official statements out there in the open in an official interview with Home Minister Amit Shah. So you know, when you make that statement, I'm just setting the record straight.
Let me complete, ma'am.
So we need to believe.
Yes, Mr. Amit Shah also said that 15 lakhs was a jumla. I don't want to talk about that, ma'am. It's it's a big coincidence, Navika ma'am, that you are having a show at 10 p.m. with Mr. Praful Patel. Please kindly ask him if his properties that have been sealed and confiscated by the ED, are they being released or when they are going to be released? That is the first thing. It was the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji himself who said the BJP has zero tolerance against corruption and promised the people of the country that no one would be spared. But it seemed that the people didn't understand what he meant to say. He meant to say actually that he will gather all the corrupt according to him and corner them as deputy CMs and cabinet ministers. It is just the real face of Bharatiya Janata Party that we have seen. It is the lust for power. That is the only thing I can say. It is the lust of power, and secondly, it is the fear of losing the upcoming 2024 election. What did Mr. Shinde say? He said that he left
the BJP, Smita Prakash.
Because of the
I
NCP.
mean, you know, ये संत महात्मा विवेक साइलस कहाँ से आए हैं? लस्ट फॉर पावर इनको बीजेपी का नजर आ रहा है और ऑपोजिशन का लस्ट फॉर पावर नहीं है. that they will keep their ideologies aside and all come together. The Congress fights with the Trinamool Congress in Bengal, but opposition unity they will come together. Akhilesh Yadav just 2 weeks ago said all 80 seats will be won by Samajwadi Party, but comes to an opposition unity meeting to come close with the Congress Party. I mean, what is this high moral ground on the lust of power that the opposition puts at the BJP's doorstep?
The point is that the BJP wants to win any election, any and every election, and when it doesn't, it does its math, it does its jod tod or whatever you want to call it, or Operation Kamal or whatever you want to term it as, depending on which side of the divide that the politician is sitting, who wants to put the label. The fact is that when a political party is there, it exists, it is for winning aim. They got stabbed in the back by Uddhav Thackeray, and although the Shiv Sena fought under the BJP, the BJP, when all this happened, was not so angry with the NCP or with the Congress, because they thought the NCP and the Congress isn't the opposition. They are going to try the jod tod. They are going to try and get Uddhav to hit the side because of the precarious state of numbers. What they were smarting under is what Uddhav did. The betrayal from Uddhav is something that was intolerable for the BJP. And they have waited for their turn. They have waited, and as far as the NCP and the Congress is concerned, they both feel that, they supported the Uddhav faction to come to power, but it just did not sit well. So, if you see today, it is, again I repeat, that it is the Uddhav faction which caused this rupture in all the political parties. And Sharad Pawar, whether it was Sharad Pawar or the Congress, which gave that carrot to Uddhav Thackeray, saying that you can become chief minister, and did this deal, it ruptured all relations in Maharashtra. And today what we have whatever Tehseen might say, what we have today is the BJP's Chanakya, which is Devendra Fadnavis having taken revenge on the Uddhav faction, having discussed, and I'm repeating again, that having discussed with Ajit Pawar and back channels with all sections of the NCP to bring this about.
May I please respond? Thank you.
Well, Tehseen Poonawalla. I don't know if I would simply say this was only Devendra Fadnavis. There was a lot of the central Chanakya in this as well, Amit Shah, because Praful Patel getting the working president to this side would have a lot of Amit Shah also behind the scenes. But having said that, Tehseen, I'm not getting into the morality, because to talk about morals on any side would be absolutely foolhardy, because you can pick up n number of examples on the BJP side and you can pick it up on the other side. So let's put morality aside. I just want to ask you, it's the old biblical saying, do unto others what you would want others to do unto you. So you did an Uddhav Thackeray, now it's happened back again at you, first with Shinde, now with Ajit Pawar. Why is the opposition crying?
But there's a larger lesson here, which, and I partly agree with what Smita ji said. I partly agree, though not completely. So I'll tell you the part I agree with and what I don't. And I'll be very brief and quick here. What I partly agree with is this cannot happen without Mr. Pawar Senior. So I agree with that. Because I see Shehzad and I come from Pune and I've seen the Pawars very, very closely. This is now Delhi media thinks first time this is happening or second time. Ajit Pawar in 2008 had done something called a Pune pattern, in which the then NCP and Congress were in an alliance in the city, state and centre, UPA. And yet, he formed an alliance with Shiv Sena and BJP to keep Congress out of the Pune Municipal Corporation, the second richest municipal corporation in Maharashtra after Mumbai. He does this. Now, I, as a Punekar, find it astounding how Ajit Pawar always backstabs Mr. Pawar, then comes back, ghar, kabhi khushi, kabhi gum, then ghar wapsi ho jati hai, everything is okay, then he backstabs, and you don't know about it. So this always happens with Ajit Pawar. So one, I have no trust on it. It cannot happen without the senior Pawar's blessings. I mean, to see Praful Patel sitting there is akin to seeing the Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah sitting there, and he won't backstab the Prime Minister. It's that way. But what I don't agree with Smita ji is the Congress is very powerful in Maharashtra. It was born there. Even now, without an alliance, it won Vidarbha. It's the biggest party in Vidarbha. Western Maharashtra, I would always say the big hurdle for the Congress is not BJP, it's NCP. And Ajit Pawar repeatedly weakened the Congress. Now, even now, Navika, Congress should wake up and learn and watch your show. They have appointed Jitendra Award, LOP. LOP should be Nana Patole. Why is Jitendra Award LOP? Who's he? Today, NCP is a small party. Congress is the single largest party. So, Congress needs to reclaim this ground, because it would do a disservice to this country if it became irrelevant from Maharashtra. It is the state where Congress was born.
Ye लीजिए Kishore Tiwari ji, unity. Nana Patole should be the leader of opposition.
I have my loyalties to the Congress. I am super clear on this.
Just a suggestion, ma'am.
No, not a suggestion. It's very clear. Why should Jitendra Award be LOP? It's no suggestion. It's a question.
Yes, बिल्कुल. जो बाकी रही से ये एनसीपी वो भी बीजेपी के पास भिजवा दीजिए.
नहीं
किशोर तिवारी.
ये देखो अरे देखिए,
जो बड़ी पार्टी वो बनेगी. अजीत दादा LOP भी बने, डेप्यूटी CM भी बने. सब आप ही लो, हम क्या ले?
अरे तहसीन, मैं एक बात कर लेता हूँ. जयंत पाटिल कहते कि मेरी पार्टी टूट गई. पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष शरद पवार कहते कि मेरी पार्टी तोड़ी गई. देखिए नाविका जी, शिवसेना को तोड़ा गया, अब एनसीपी को तोड़ा गया, और इसके जो पूरा इंजीनियर किया है बीजेपी ने, और अमित शाह जी इसमें शामिल है, और ये पूरे मास्टर आर्किटेक्ट है हमारे देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी. क्या इस प्रिंसिपल और इस एथिक्स की बीजेपी में बुनियादी, तो क्योंकि शहजाद को तो मालूम नहीं, वो अभी अभी आए हैं, लेकिन हम लोगों ने तो पार्टी से बनाई थी इसलिए, जब मैं बीजेपी में था, कि हम पार्टी भी डिफरेंस रहेंगे. अब ये डिफरेंस कहाँ से आए? शहजाद, तुमको नहीं मालूम है, तुम हाथ ऊपर मत करो.
शहजाद पूनावाला जी, पार्टी टूटे ना और उसे जोड़े रखने का ओनस जो है वो किसके ऊपर है? इज इट ऑन द पार्टी और इज इट ऑन द पार्टी ऑन द अदर साइड?
नाविका,
हु इज द ओनस ऑन?
नाविका, अभी अभी महाराष्ट्र में मराठी में किताब आई थी लोक माझे संगती। ये शरद पवार जी की किताब में उद्धव जी का विश्लेषण करते हुए उन्होंने कहा था कि उद्धव जी की निकम्मापन था या कार्यक्षमता कम थी जिसकी वजह से पार्टी नाक के नीचे से निकल गई। ये उनका विश्लेषण था। आज तो किशोर जी को यह विश्लेषण करना चाहिए कि क्या वही पैमाना लागू होता है शरद जी पर। दूसरी बात, मैं तो बचपन से कह रहा हूं कि ये एमवीए महाविकास अघाड़ी नहीं, ये महाविद्वेष अघाड़ी और महाविनाश और महाविचित्र अघाड़ी है ना। कोई एक सेकंड नाविका, मुझे लगता है कि बीच में ना बोले, हैकलिंग की प्रथा को बढ़ावा ना दे, एक एक करके अपनी बात रखे। किशोर जी शोर कम और किशोर ज्यादा बनिए। थोड़ा मुझे बोल लेने दीजिए, उसके बाद आप बोलिए। मुस्कुराते रहिए, अच्छा भी लग रहा है। मुस्कुराते रहिए, अच्छा भी लग रहा है। नाविका, मैं 5-10 सेकंड तो इन्हीं को चुप कराने में चले जाते हैं, क्या फायदा है?
ऑल राइट, एक मिनट। किशोर तिवारी जी, शहजाद अपनी बात खत्म कर लें।
ये महाविचित्र अघाड़ी से पूछिए कि कौन से विचारधारा के पटल पर ये एक मत है। क्या ये सावरकर जी के विषय पर एक मत थे? क्या ये कोई गवर्नेंस के मॉडल पर एक मत थे? क्या हिंदुत्व पर थे? राम मंदिर पर थे? कोई विषय पर एक मत नहीं थे। सहूलियत वाली गठबंधन थी। और आखिरी बात, एथिक्स की बात। किशोर जी, एथिक्स की इतनी अगर ऊंची इमारत पर बैठनी है ना, तो जब वोट लिया था मोदी जी और फडणवीस जी के नाम पर, तो रिजाइन करते और जाते एनसीपी कांग्रेस के साथ गठबंधन बनाकर चुनाव लड़ते और देखते कितने वोट आते हैं। एक वोट आपको महाराष्ट्र की जनता नहीं देती। वोट लिया मोदी और फडणवीस के नाम पर और जाकर गोद में बैठे कांग्रेस की, और आज कांग्रेस आपसे हिस्सा मांग रही है। कांग्रेस कह रही है कि आपका तो कोई अस्तित्व बचा नहीं। जहां पर बैठे कांग्रेस के स्टेपनी आपको बोल रहे हैं कि आपका कोई अस्तित्व नहीं बचा।
उद्धव ठाकरे जी ने क्या उद्धव ठाकरे जी ने गलती की, विश्वासघात किया?
कबूल करता हूं। एक मिनट, हमने जब बीजेपी का साथ छोड़ा तो हमने जनता में जाना था। वही पैमाना अजीत पवार और एकनाथ शिंदे के लिए भी लागू होता है। लेकिन हमारे नेता ने कई बार कहा कि हमने जनता में जाना था, और जो पार्टियां जिस नेता के नाम पर चुन के आए उससे वो दूर जाती है तो उसने राजीनामा देना चाहिए। लेकिन अब हमने नहीं किया था, उसके लिए हमें बार बार कह रहे, तो अब हम 24 में जनता में जाएंगे। अगर हमने किया है,
केवल एक वाक्य, आज तो मैंडेट का सम्मान हुआ है। एकनाथ शिंदे जी ने वोट लिया था मोदी जी और फडणवीस जी के नाम पर, और वही आज मैंडेट लेकर हमारे साथ आए। तो मैंडेट का सम्मान आज हो रहा है, और सम्मान मैंडेट का नहीं करने वाले ये लोग हैं, इनको एथिक्स पढ़ाना बंद कर देना चाहिए। और ये मानना चाहिए कि इन्होंने बाला साहेब ठाकरे, स्वर्गीय बाला साहेब ठाकरे जी की पीठ में छुरा भोंकने वाले, वीर सावरकर जी का अपमान करने वाले, हिंदुत्व के मुद्दे पर समझौता करने वाले ये किशोर तिवारी है, और यही लोगों धोखा दिया है बाला साहब ठाकरे को।
अरे शहजाद, मैं जवाब देना चाहता हूं कि
आप मुझे अंतरात्मा को जवाब दो।
अरे मैं जवाब देना चाहता हूं,
आप अंतरात्मा को दो जवाब।
अरे भाई, आप है ना, दूसरों के बीच में बोलोगे और आपके बीच में कोई बोला तो आप मचल जाते हो। मैं आपको बताता हूं कि अब आप जो कुछ कर रहे हैं, जो कुछ आपने पास्ट में कहा था, और कहा था कि विचारधारा हमने छोड़ी, आज तुमने क्या किया? अरे यही देवेंद्र फडणवीस कहते थे कि जिंदगी में कभी एनसीपी से समझौता नहीं करेंगे। यही अजीत पवार के खिलाफ उनके पास ट्रक वर्कर सबूत थे, और इरिगेशन के स्कैम के मास्टर माइंड ही उसको उकेलने वाले देवेंद्र फडणवीस थे। आज उनके लिए वो सबसे ज्यादा प्रभावी नेता हो गए। मैं बता रहा हूं कि तुम्हारी महाराष्ट्र में तुम्हारा पब्लिक सपोर्ट खत्म हो गया था। तुम्हारा खुद के सर्वे जो विनोद तावड़े जी ने सबमिट किया, आपको 30% के ऊपर वोट नहीं मिल रहे थे। आपने ये अरेंजमेंट 24 में कुछ 5-10 मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट चुन के आए, इसके लिए कर लिए। अब शहजाद, तुम दिल्ली में रहते हो, यहाँ मुझे आज भी अभी भी लोग कहते हैं।
तो आप मान रहे हैं कि इससे परसेंटेज ऑफ वोट्स बीजेपी का बढ़ेगा, और 2024 में तो यही तो बात है, यही तो इलेक्शन से पहले तोड़ मोड़, एडजस्ट, अलायंस, यही तो होता है। ऑपोजिशन भी तो यही कर रही है। विवेक साइलस, I want to ask you, when Mr. Sharad Pawar in an internal meeting says that we may try everything for opposition unity, पर आएगा तो मोदी ही, then what does it mean?
वो दिन गए।
No, I have not heard anything like that, ma'am. But if you are saying I don't deny that. I don't know why he said that, but what Mr. Shinde said, I remember very precisely. He said that he led the Uddhav Thackeray group, the Shiv Sena, due to NCP's corruption. That is what Mr. Shinde, who is the current Chief Minister of Maharashtra, he said. He left the Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena due to corruption of the NCP and Mr. Ajit Pawar. Now today the Ajit Pawar is his deputy CM. You talk about Hassan Mushrif. What happened? CBI and ED raided him a few days back, and today he is taking an oath as a cabinet minister. Same is the case with Mr. Praful Patel. And even Ajit Pawar's wife was interrogated. Same was the case with Chhagan Bhujbal. All these corrupt people, what the Bharatiya Janata Party said, and Honorable Prime Minister said they are involved in 17,000 crore scam. Now these scammers, according to the Bharatiya Janata Party and Honorable Prime Minister, are with the Bharatiya Janata Party. So this is absolutely absurd, and it's just, again I'll say, it's just lust for the power and the fear of losing, as Mr. Kishore Tiwari said, it is just the fear of losing the election in 2024 that Bharatiya Janata Party has done this act. You can buy the MP, MLAs and everything,
Smita Prakash,
but you cannot buy the people of India.
Do you think, Smita Prakash, the BJP is looking like a party that is scared of 2024, or do you think this is Chanakya Niti? This is what Rajniti is all about. I'm not, as you said, getting into the ethics or morality of this, because that clearly on both sides there are enough holes in that argument. But do you think this is strategy and it really bursts the bubble of opposition unity?
Look, the people that Mr. Silas listed out right now, he said that these are all the scamsters. Till Patna was happening, all these scamsters were welcome to attend the Patna meeting. How come they become scamsters when they move to the other side? So, you know, I just don't buy this argument at all. No, I am not concerned about according to BJP or according to SP. I am sitting outside, as is Navika. We don't belong to any political party. You people talk about everybody, talks about scamsters being in the other party. So let me just say this to you, whether it is your party or any other party. Why your party also, please, we've all seen what happened with the cash for vote scam and what role Amar Singh and the others played at that time. So, you know, I don't even want to get in about your party and about the ghotalas that have happened there. So let's talk about now the opposition unity, Navika. The thing is that the BJP doesn't look weak at all. Yes, they did look a little bit at sea when the Karnataka election was lost, because Himachal had gone, Karnataka had gone, the BJP, the Bharat Jodo Yatra had seemed pretty good. Now what has happened is, after the opposition unity, it is quite clear that the Congress is not willing to play a non-driver's role in the unity moves. Yes, they allowed Lalu Yadav and Nitish to host it, and they'll allow Mamta to invite everybody. But the fact is, look at the numbers that Rahul Gandhi pulled in Telangana. KCR today is not a happy person when he sees the way Rahul Gandhi has pulled in this large crowd. He is not going to be part of any unity move with the Congress driving a wedge out there. Kejriwal doesn't want to be part of this unity move. So it's just 10 months left before the election. The opposition unity is already in tatters because of the overriding ambition of the Congress party to lead such unity moves. So it's unlikely that the Congress is going to budge from being in the driver's seat as far as leading that is concerned. And it now depends on other parties who are not just going to be second fiddle. They will have to play really at the back and allow the Congress to lead it. Will that happen? I seriously doubt it, because these are people who are way senior, who've been chief minister for 2 terms, 3 terms, some of them. Are they going to allow a Rahul Gandhi to call the shots in the opposition? Highly unlikely. So the BJP knows that even though they might have lost 1 or 2 state election, they have somehow or the other come back to the power center in Maharashtra, which is extremely important, not just for numbers, but the fact that it is the financial capital. It has the financial capital. So the Chanakya Niti of Fadnavis,
it is the financial capital, and the BJP, which till yesterday was looking defensive on the back foot after Karnataka in the run-up to the 4 state elections coming up end of the year. Tehseen Poonawalla, today you'll have to say advantage Narendra Modi, won't you?
No, because 2024 will be fought on the issues of governance and what the Honorable Prime Minister has delivered from 2019 to 2024, and he's completely failed. The questions that Smita ji legitimately raises are of course thought about, but the answer to them will be when the opposition, 95% of the states there is no problem and the opposition unity there. I agree there are some teething problems as there are in the NDA, but the election will be fought on the deliverance of the BJP and they fail.
Let's go state by state. In Punjab, you have a problem. In Haryana,
only
you
in
have
Punjab
a problem.
and Delhi, no other place.
In Maharashtra, now
no
you
problem.
have.
Maharashtra,
will the Congress go with the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab? No. Will Aam Aadmi Party and Punjab Congress fight together
Punjab,
in Punjab?
except whole South India, no problem. Punjab and Delhi, two issues.
Kerala,
only Aam Aadmi Party, no other problem.
No, Kerala. Please tell me about Kerala.
Kerala, where
it is LDF first.
You are not getting it. Whether Congress wins or left wins, they are going to be anti-BJP, na? They will be on this side of the fence. It doesn't matter. 90% there is no problem. The problem is Punjab, Delhi. I admit to it. That means all. There's no other problem.
So you will be happy with 2 seats in Bengal, with 3 seats in
We
Uttar
will get
Pradesh
270 as an opposition.
You'll be fine with that.
270 as an opposition. 271 as an opposition.
Shehzad Poonawalla, there is a number. 270. He's still 3 short of a majority.
Independent आ जाएंगे. We'll break the BJP.
नाविका, तुम्हारे पैरों तले जमीन नहीं, पर हैरानी की बात है कि तुम्हें यकीन नहीं. पैरों तले जमीन नहीं है, पर हैरानी की बात है इनको यकीन नहीं है. मैं आपको गिनवाता हूं एक एक करके. आपको याद है देवदास में एक डायलॉग था, पारो कहती है शराब छोड़ दो, बाबूजी कहते हैं गांव छोड़ दो, माँ कहती है हवेली छोड़ दो, एक दिन राजनीति छोड़नी पड़ेगी. इसी प्रकार से दीदी कहती है कांग्रेस को बंगाल छोड़ दो, भैया कहते हैं यूपी छोड़ दो, कोई कहता है केरल छोड़ दो, कोई बोलता है पंजाब दिल्ली छोड़ दो. तो बचेगा क्या? कांग्रेस राजनीति छोड़ दे. कांग्रेस के पास कुछ बचा नहीं. कांग्रेस की जमीन खो गई है, खिसक गई है और कांग्रेस इतरा रही है. और ये इतराते रहे. अगर इतने ही स्ट्रांग और कॉन्फिडेंट है मुद्दों के आधार पर, तो भाई 15 बैसाखियों को एक करके क्यों चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं? आइए अकेले मैदान में. जो 400 सीट की, एक सेकंड रुक जाइए. I have not interrupted you. I have not interrupted. I have not interrupted. I have not interrupted you. Please do not interrupt me. I just want to complete, Navika. Navika, I do not want to be engaged like this. जो पार्टी 400 सीट की पार्टी थी, आज उसको सब रीजनल पार्टी करके 150 सीट की पार्टी इन लोगों ने बनाया और ये कह रहे हैं कि हमारे से बड़ा नेशनल टीवी. ये देखिए, अब मुझे बताने दीजिए नाविका, कृपया करके let's have some order on this.
Let me ask you this in all seriousness, and Mr. Josemon also with us. Mr. Josemon, the question is, we are heading to election season. 2024 around the corner, BMC elections around the corner, state elections around the corner. Even you will admit today, just like it happened with the Shiv Sena, party and symbol went out of Uddhav Thackeray's hand. Today, the NCP has the party and the symbol. Most likely, if the numbers that are being spoken about are true, then even that is going to go out of the hand. Where does that leave a large chunk of the opposition? And the Congress, can it be really expected to lead the opposition unity alliance?
The opposition unity will be led by the youngsters of the country who were promised employment but were cheated. The opposition unity will be led by the Indian farmers who were offered a higher price but were taken for a ride. The opposition unity will be led by the common man who were taking a cylinder for 450 rupees in 2014. Now taking it for 1,400 rupees.
Anybody except Rahul.
So you are saying leadership is not a question. Tehseen Poonawalla, without a leader, without an alternative to Modi, is there a fight in 2024 possible? Yes or no? Yes or no? Tehseen, I'm running out of time. Tehseen, yes or no?
The opposition MPs will decide who's the next Prime Minister. The opposition MPs will decide who's the next Prime Minister. The opposition MPs will decide as the
we'll have to wait and watch.
Who's the next
we'll have to wait and watch. Kitne reh jayenge, kitne baki bachenge. But I spoke with Mr. Praful Patel, the newsmaker the working president of the NCP. I don't know whether we can call him still the working president of the NCP, or is it the erstwhile NCP? I don't know. It's all in muddied waters today. We'll have to wait and watch when these numbers go to the election commission, who gets the party symbol. But what we can tell you is every development in Maharashtra, it will be first on Times Now, all the newsmakers. And while I thank all my guests and panelists joining me on the News Hour tonight, we'll take a short break, but Praful Patel exclusive interview coming up on the other side of a very short break. Don't just go away. Listen to what he says about his relations with Sharad Pawar, what tipped the scales, and how things are going to unfold for 2024. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night and be safe.